Hi everyone, welcome to the SimilarWeb Insights video. Today, I'll be showing you how you can analyze website trends you see on SimilarWeb. So first, we're going to go to jamesallen.com. This is a jewelry website. And we're going to go to the last 28 days. In case you're not familiar with this feature, our data is released on a monthly basis, but if you want to see more recent trends, you can go to the last 28 days. Currently, we're seeing data up to August 23rd. All right, so when we scroll down, there's a big spike in traffic on August 23rd. We see 76,000 visits on that day, and if we look over here, we see that typically they get closer to 20,000 visits. So what we want to try and do is figure out why this spike happened. How did they get so much traffic on that one day? So let's look at the traffic sources. So basically what we see here is a breakdown of all the sources of traffic in the last 28 days. So we see that direct, referrals, and organic are their biggest sources of traffic, but they're also working with mail, social, paid search, and display. So what we want to do now is switch over to the month of July. So we can figure out what changed between the month of July and the last 28 days. So I'm going to open a new tab and switch to the last 1 month. And what I noticed right away here is that social is a lot lower than it was in the last 28 days. Here, we're seeing about 3% of traffic. In the last 28 days, we saw almost 9%. So this is where I'm going to look to dig deeper and see what we can find out. So let's switch both of our tabs to social. Okay, so now focusing on July. We see that Facebook is their biggest source of social traffic, more than 50%, followed by Pinterest, Reddit, YouTube, and more. Now let's look at the last 28 days and see if anything seems different. And what jumps out right away to me is YouTube. More than half of the social traffic they received in the last 28 days is from YouTube, and Facebook fell to 30%. So now, let's see if we can figure out more about this spike in traffic from YouTube by scrolling down to look at the results. So as we see, here's YouTube right here. If we click on the plus icon, we can actually see which links from YouTube send the traffic to the site. And almost all of the 55% of this traffic from YouTube came from one specific link. So let's see what it is.
Engagement rings are in danger.
So this is a video about engagement rings, and it's a collaboration between BuzzFeed and James Allen. If we scroll down, what we see is that they're trying to promote their Design Your Own Engagement Ring feature, and we can actually click on the link and see where it takes us. So this is the site, jamesallen.com, and we can see right here, a big portion of the screen is devoted to the Design Your Own Engagement Ring feature. And when you click here, you can get started. Going back to the video, we can see it was actually published on August 23rd, which is the day of the spike. So even though we're analyzing the entire last 28 days, if we know this link was only published on August 23rd, we can be pretty confident that the spike in traffic was because of this YouTube video. So next, what I want to find out is what was the quality of the traffic from this YouTube video? So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the website audience overview where we first started, and we're going to look at the engagement metrics. So let's start with average visit duration. So typically, as we can see here, their visitors spend about 5 minutes on the site. And on August 23rd, they actually spent closer to 10 minutes. So that's a significant difference, almost twice as long that they're spending on the site. Pages per visit. Users usually visit around 8 pages on the site. And on this date, desktop users visited 20 pages, or almost 20 pages. And lastly, we can see that the bounce rate went down. So while 42% of users usually bounce. It was a lot lower on this day, closer to 11%. So what this tells us is that the users who visited the site because of this YouTube video were actually really engaged. All right, so what we learned today is that by monitoring your competitors, when you spot interesting trends, you can use some of these strategies to dig deeper and gain insights into how they succeeded in getting more traffic to their site. Then, you can assess the traffic quality by checking the engagement metrics during the spike to see if the engagement was better or worse than expected. So what we saw today is a great example of how you can use SimilarWeb to reveal new partnership options and gain inspiration from your competitors' successful campaigns. Thanks everyone for watching.